Hi everyone, in this video what we're going to be talking about is why do dogs lick us? There are three main reasons. And they're pretty obvious when we come to think about it. First one, really common one, is you taste good. It's good because you've got food on your hands or around your face, maybe a hand cream, but the dog has learned that this tastes good and so I'm going to come over. The dog's not trying to dominate you or any of that shit. He is literally just doing it because it tastes nice. Another reason why dogs lick is when they're grooming one another. They do this to those that they are close with and have a close bond with. It might be to another dog or to you. This normally looks very slow and deep and deliberate. It's a bonding exercise. This comes down to, if you want to stop it, it comes down to your personal preference. If you don't like being licked, then nip it in the bud, but redirect it onto something else like chewing. But don't tell it off. It's only trying to bond with you and you don't want to break that bond down. I think the most common reason why we see dogs lick is greeting and information seeking, to be more accurate. We information seek when we greet anybody. We say, hi, how are you? And we get feedback. We watch their body language and we instantly know or gauge how to respond, and we try and respond appropriately. And being verbal communicators, we can do that at distance, whereas dogs are non-verbal communicators. They're looking at the body language just like you and I, but are definitely taking in much more information through their nose and their taste. And so they'll often stimulate their environment with a lick. Does it move? What does it taste like? It's just like I would if I picked something up and looked at it. It seems pretty common sense when you actually think about it like that, but that is something that we often forget, and that our dogs might actually need feedback before they are ready for further interaction from us. At the end of the day, it's really normal and something we should really give them the time to receive that information before and get comfortable with that information before we then carry on over interacting. Again, if we find the licking too much, maybe it becomes compulsive and they go into a bit of behavior loop and start licking excessively. Or maybe we just don't like licking at all. If we don't like licking at all, then we should just calmly nip it in the bud and redirect the dog onto something else. If it becomes compulsive, again, don't reprimand. The dog is after clarity and wants to be comfortable. If you reprimand it, you'll ultimately make it uncomfortable, and it will likely come back in for more feedback because it's feeling insecure. So quite often, stay still. Keep the body part that you're licking still. Keep it just out of range if it's your hands, if you can. But get the dog to sit. Sitting is a very simple action that most dogs actually know how to complete, and that action in itself lowers the arse down, pulls the head away, but gives it clarity as to what it is you would like it to do instead, rather than saying stop it and go away. That gives the dog no clarity and ultimately, like I say, causes more confusion. Then it needs more feedback and it starts licking again, so you end up in a loop that you never wanted to be in.